Hello there Hollows and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about the game Lords of the Fallen. Not the original Lords of the Fallen, that really cheesy game that released many years ago and was quite clunky and, was probably the first Souls clone, but we're talking about the new Lords of the Fallen. This 2023 reimagining or remake. It's essentially its own thing, really. I don't even think it's tied to the original in any way. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons why I really feel like you should be excited for Lords of the Fallen if you're a Dark Souls fan, because this game is looking like it's going to be absolutely awesome, and the more I look into it and the more I see, the more excited I become. So the first reason why you should be excited for Lords of the Fallen is because the world is semi-open like Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 or even Dark Souls 1, and it's very interconnected. The world of Lords of the Fallen, you can explore it at your own pace, and it's got 5 main dungeons and you can approach these dungeons in any order that you want to. This is absolutely awesome because it's something that I was really craving after Elden Ring, because Elden Ring, you could approach it in any order you wanted to, and it was an open world, but it wasn't interconnected in the way it looks like Lords of the Fallen is really going to be. And the fact they're going for that kind of approach really makes me have a lot of confidence in the developer and what they're going to be bringing to the table here. The second reason why you should be excited for Lords of the Fallen is because the bosses in this game look absolutely amazing. The game's got over 30 bosses and loads of them have multiple phases, and the boss design from what you see in this, they look absolutely awesome. They really are taking some inspiration from Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, which I think are the absolute pinnacle of boss designs in From Software's catalogue. And if they can take anything from those games and try and give it their own twist, I am really excited about the design of the bosses in this game. And all the gameplay that I've seen so far, it looks like the bosses' moves, they're going to be fair but still pretty quick, and it really reminds you of the gameplay speed of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 as well. It's very quick and there's lots of dodging attacks and all that kind of stuff, and it really does look like these bosses are going to be absolutely awesome. The third reason why you should be excited for Lords of the Fallen is because the dark fantasy world here, it looks really incredible. It's a massive step away from the original game. And this game, it looks like it's going to be serious as opposed to that kind of really weird cheesiness that we saw in the original game. This world here, it looks dark, it looks gritty, and it looks like Dark Souls, but it still looks like it's got its own flavour. And I really like that approach they're taking here. It looks really cool, and the world design, it looks like you're going to be able to take screenshots of pretty much any area, and it's going to make for an amazing wallpaper on your computer. This game, it looks fantastic, it looks phenomenal. The graphics look better than Elden Ring in my opinion, and you can really tell they've been taking their time with this game to make sure it really does look fantastic. Now, the fourth reason why you should be excited for Lords of the Fallen is because of the bonfire system in this game. Bonfires in this game are called anchors, and they're even more spaced out than bonfires would be in a regular Dark Souls game, which is something I really like, because after Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, where they've been placing bonfires around every single corner, having them be even more spaced out is something that really does excite me, because you've got to get even better to be able to persevere in this game and keep going. So, you can also, though, craft your own anchors in this game, which is similar to the cut movable bonfire mechanic that we saw in Dark Souls 3. That was going to be something in Dark Souls 3 where you could place your own bonfires and remove them, but you had a limited amount of bonfires you could place, and it looks like that's the system the Lords of the Fallen is going to be going for, where you can place your own anchors, but you have a limited amount of them. And enemies can also destroy your own anchors that you place in the environment, which I think is going to make for a really cool interactable mechanic with the enemies, where you've got to try and pick the right spot to put your own bonfire down, and that's going to be really cool as well. Now, the last reason why I think you should definitely be excited for Lords of the Fallen is because it looks like they honestly took their time with this game. It's been delayed again and again, and shifted development focus from a sequel to an entire reboot by a separate developer. It really feels like the publisher, CI Games, they wanted this game to be as good as it could be, and it really does fill me with a lot of confidence because it's been pushed back and pushed back, but every single time we're seeing gameplay from it, it looks better and it looks better until we're at the point now where it honestly looks really impressive. It looks like this is exactly the kind of follow-up to Dark Souls that I've always wanted to see. And If you took this trailer, one of the many trailers they've released for this game, and said it was a promotional video for Dark Souls 4, I would honestly have believed it. And that's the main thing here. Everything about this game is what I really like in a video game. And all the things they're saying so far look really good and really impressive. And if any of you have wanted to see another Dark Souls game, I would highly recommend checking out this Lords of the Fallen game when it comes out in October, because it's looking absolutely awesome, and I'm incredibly excited for it. I'm definitely going to be making content for it on this channel. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even become a channel member if you really enjoyed this video and want to see lots more content, and want to support me continue making videos on this channel, because it really helps and goes a long way. So thank you again for watching. This is Soul signing out. Have a good one.